student in this video just came off a period of playing great golf, shooting some of his lowest rounds in a long time at Olympia Fields, and then going to Bandon Dunes and playing great, just having a great time. Then when he got home, things got a little off track, usually due to probably some expectations and not focusing as much as we need to. But this lesson was really about just, getting everything back on track.
Now, you already warmed up, you played,
Yeah.
so what do you want to grab?
6 So a lot of times what happens is, you've been progressing, things are going really good. You go on this trip to Bandon, things are great.
Yeah.
And then at some point, whether it was right when you got back here or it was going to happen anyway, our mind kind of relaxes and says, you know what, I really don't have to focus as hard on this stuff anymore.
I believe that.
And that's where the reverts come in, because you just said today the mistakes were the same old mistakes. That's a revert
100%.
sign, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey, back on the horse. Like I say, ride it till it bucks you.
Yeah.
Get back on the horse, train it. And now you just have to know, I have to focus more on the things I know that have been working and made the improvement. And did you still drive the ball well today, or was it even driving?
Didn't even drive it well.
Yeah.
And so it felt like,
for
in the middle of the round, I'm like, God, it's actually on 13, I made a bad swipe at it. And I missed left. And I'm like, I'm gonna drop another ball, see where it goes, and I missed right. So both, they were a mile apart, and neither one of them hit well. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not moving my body at all.
Interesting, right? So, and here's the thing: you don't go from the best driving you've ever had to this without losing focus and reverting.
Yes.
Yeah, but you didn't. In other words, saying you didn't lose your swing from Bandon to here.
I just lost my
You lost your intention, you lost your commitment, you lost your focus. Okay.
Yeah, and I was doing a lot of like the stuff that we had talked about, which worked really well. Started out over that, and it's going to draw back to the those poles, pick a spot.
Yeah, but it's a sure sign like there, you don't turn deep enough in the backswing, then it's really hard to swing in the intended direction.
Right, and so that's
opening up space in the backswing makes it easy to swing in this direction.
So that is something I was thinking about this morning, and for some reason I didn't bring it onto the course.
That was better.
Yeah, but still not all the way back.
Yeah. So, back to like preset some hip turn in there. To convince yourself to even turn more. Oops. That's okay. So again, you were focused on the preset and the turn, not on the release. So that'll happen.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a lot better. We were told a long time ago that you clear in the downswing to make room for the arm swing. Most amateurs, I don't think they don't practice and play enough and are skilled enough to do it in the downswing. So clear that space in the backswing so that you can use it in the downswing.
Gotcha.
Okay?
That makes sense. And it is so often it is exactly what you said, which is that.
Yeah.
So it is thin and it's the straightest ball.
Yeah, but thin is because the flow wasn't where you wanted it.
Yeah.
But everything else technically was in order.
Yeah.
We get the technique in order first, and then we improve the flow. And on that particular swing, your right hip made enough room, but not only that, your whole right side and your right shoulder made enough room. Because at times you could just be thinking hip, and then your shoulders may be here, right? So the whole right side's got to make room for you.
That's the part I think I was missing.
Attention and overthink it. Again, it's not, thinking isn't focus, right? Focus is get the intention, translate it into a feel, swing for the feel.
And that's why when I was hitting the drives better, I was taking a deeper, I could take even more of a swing.
Yeah. Going for more, but it was a feel that you were going for, correct?
Yeah.
Could have released it better, but...
So is release the wrist?
Yes, so it's really on that particular one, get set up. The turns, the body was good, but on the way through, like this is familiar right now, isn't it?
Oh, because I'm fighting my...
That's right, you were pulling them.
Yeah.
So, and when you were pulling them before, you learned to hold it off and get it back in play.
Right.
And then at least you were, the sign that you said I was pulling things, but they weren't swipes, means that at least you were still releasing it.
Yeah.
Hold off. So the first revert was don't turn deep enough. The second revert was hold off the release. Like really, really good smash. You swung right there. You pointed it there.
Yeah.
But obviously, if we swung there and pointed there, we didn't make enough room over here to swing over there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
And it may have been more room than what you started with this morning, but not enough, okay?
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm gonna take it out over the yellow flag.
Yeah. So get set up. And once you get set up, I want to ask yourself, how much do you have to open up to the inside to make it easy to swing there? Like just to make a backswing for me. Now, if I went like this with you, I know this is hard to get here.
Yeah.
But how hard would it be to swing left from there?
Oh, impossible.
Right?
Yeah.
So you need enough of that to know that you can start it where you want to start it. Okay? That was better. So like, look, do you see how much that curved?
Yeah.
And it started pretty much at the barber's pole.
Yeah.
If it curved that much, but it started at the barber's pole, the face was at the barber's pole,
Yeah.
see where it ended up?
Yeah.
Go that much on this side, that's actually where you were swinging. So you were swinging pretty much over the yellow flag.
Okay.
That was a face pole.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
not a
Just-
body pull, exactly. And remember, because of the fact that you reverted and you were pulling up,
Yeah.
a third revert probably came into play, which is the subconscious mind started saying, oh yeah, the old target was over there.
Yeah.
Because that's how you used to play, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you turn deeper, you clear the space, you swing from the inside, you swing in the right direction, and your mind says, but isn't the target over there? And it face pulls it over there.
Yes.
And then you got to teach it again. No,
Yeah.
our target's here. There's our start target. That's where we want to draw it.
Yeah.
That was okay, meaning all the directional stuff was there. The sequence was there. But the flow was way off, which shows me that there's probably too much conscious thought going on in that one. Just keep doing it. Create the space, clear it in the backswing, use it in the downswing. Yeah. And now that you have enough information to get yourself back on track,
Yeah.
now the goal is find the feels.
Yeah.
Convince your subconscious mind to go with it. Find the feels that go with it. Yeah. Like I like that except for the late release. It wasn't really a hold off that time.
Yeah.
It just released too late. Okay, like if a pitcher releases it late, it's going to the right.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Like whenever you revert back into a funk, you gotta in your mind believe I'm trending out of it. So
Okay.
you can't beat yourself up over every miss.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, what was good in that miss? You cleared space, you swung from the inside, you were sending it out
straight.
there, but the release could have been better and the flow could have been better.
And the flow is just creates the contact, right?
So, yeah, flow, contact is mainly due to the things that make the swing feel good. Interesting. Good feel contact comes from the things that make the swing feel good. Well, what are the things that make the swing feel good? It's the flow, all the things that go into the flow. You know, tempo, rhythm, sequence, and relaxation. Like even if you have tempo, rhythm, and sequence, and you're a little tense, it won't feel solid. It'll be thin.
Yeah, that
Okay.
which I think is certainly
Well, the mind's a little on edge because you're not where you were at. You know, your practice was great, lessons were great,
Yeah.
everything peaking for Bandon, and
Yeah.
it peaked at Bandon. And,
Perfect.
And now we're not there anymore. And so it's like, okay, we want to get back there, but we will. We'll just if you let yourself trend back there, it'll come faster than you think. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
And there's the, it drew a foot.
Yeah.
You dreaded straight ball,
Yeah.
it drew a foot. But I can see now, when you're setting up, I can see your mind and your intention into creating a space and using this space. And that's what you have to get back first, okay? When that's easy and you don't have to really grind over getting it, you'll start to get the flow and the release and the start direction and the stock curvature back, okay?
Yeah.
But those three things, open the space, use the space, make sure you're committed to swinging there. If you don't have those, you're not set up to do what you want to do, okay?
You know, an hour, 45 minutes before every round, Bandon, and in the morning, you know, you played a million holes and you're doing all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I want to just get rhythm back.
Right.
And so I picked a target, and it was, you know, like 120 yards out.
And so I started out with a 5-iron, and I did one of these.
Right.
I'm gonna hit it at 120, hit it at 120, hit a 7-iron, hit it 120, hit it 120, hit an 8-iron, hit a wedge,
Right.
try to hit a long wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good starting small and working up. Now that's a version of small with a longer club, a little bigger with a little bit shorter club, a little bigger with a little. But it's the same theory. Start small and work big. Yeah, there it is, packaged up again. And you're going to get more and more of those.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the amount of draw.
But again, packaged up, and you can see that when the flow is better, packaging it up is a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
really good. Yeah. So like, and that's another good thing to remember. Like, you're working on getting the technique back.
Yeah.
You know, open the space, use the space, swing in that direction. Okay, I'm into that. I got a feel for that. But boy, things aren't packaged up very good. You know, like the flow is sort of the glue that keeps everything together the way we want, isn't it? You know, so it's interesting how release got better when flow got better. You know, contact got better when flow got better. The things you needed to finish it off better showed up when you improved. All right, so this is a good question. Like, you know, all right, I'm getting things organized again. Should I focus more on smashing it? No. Or you said should I think more about that smashing it? Number one, no, because we don't want to be thinking over the ball. It's we have a program image and we're reacting to that image. We're responding to that image. Okay. But we have to train and maintain what smashing is. So somewhere in your practice, like, you know, how many days a week do you practice?
Probably put 4 days.
Yeah, so on average 4. Okay. So like on one of those days when you're warming up, you ought to be working on hinge and smash.
Okay.
Right? Like, so, you know, on one of those days when you're warming up, you ought to be maintaining clear the space, use the space. You know, on one of those days when you're warming up, you ought to be warming up with the flow. You know, like, so all the things that you know that are important that go into the big swing, somewhere in your practice, you ought to be warming up. I'm certainly, you can find 4 things. Like, I just gave you 3. You can find a 4th one, like finish well or something, you know, that you ought to be doing when you're warming up. You know, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, because that's maintenance. You know, like most people have this idea we're just going to practice and get it and that's it. No. We're human. It's like working out. If I don't, like, I haven't worked out in over 3 months now since I got hurt. And I feel like I'm losing muscle mass. Even one member told me, dude, you're losing muscle mass. I'm like, yeah, I know. I haven't worked out in over 3 months, right? So same thing here. We have to maintain it. Okay. So you gotta. Those are the sort of things you gotta find in your maintenance routine. Yeah, I like it. Well, and here's what's going to happen is, so once we organize your skill sets into the package that we want, okay? You know, everybody gets to a point that, you know, they come to lessons, they tell me what's bad, then they tell me, I ask, well, what do you want? Because I don't care what's bad, really. I can see what's bad. I just want to know what you want. And we design a plan to get you what you want, and then you get what you want, and you maintain it for a little bit, and then you fall off the horse, okay? The trouble for the golfer or the student is that every time you fall off the horse, you're not in the same place you were the last time you fell off the horse. So you're like, you know, Jack Nicklaus said this is where all great players want to be, but they're always going back and forth across it like this. And amateurs are all over the place, you know. And the professional doesn't let themselves get too far off in one direction or the other when they, I got to move it back, you know. And interesting, he said, they play their best golf when they find themselves in the middle. Okay? I look at this learning process as a global thing. That's like somebody that has it and they're trying to maintain it, you see? But when you're learning it, it's like a global thing, right? It's like, here's where you want to be in the core, the middle of the globe, and you fall off the horse and you're over here one time. And the next time you're over here. And then the next time you're over here. And then I'm helping you get back on the horse from a different place every time. Now, it's the same stuff, like we defined it. Clear room in the backswing, use it in the downswing. Got to smash, release it under the table. You need good rhythm, you need good timing, you need a good tempo. You need to finish the job well. You know, you need to own your start direction and your curvature. Like, it's all the same stuff, but it seems different because you're getting to it from a different direction. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Once we've done that enough, all of a sudden you fall off the horse one time and you're like, oh, we were over here, kind of near here one time when I fell off the horse. I think I can get myself back. That's when you start getting the self-sufficiency. Okay?
better.
Yeah.
Not as much flow as we wanted, but better.
Yeah.
So again, and even as you're getting it back, you're going to get it back, you're going to soften it. You're going to get it back, you're going to soften it. And then you're going to get it back, soften it less, get it back, soften it the same, get it back, soften it, get it back, soften it less. Until you're like, oh, now I'm back to feel like I'm firing on all cylinders.